I'm Mike, and this is going to be a really different video than usual. Not only because I'm trying a new camera angle, so, yeah, bear with me, I'm still getting used to that one. This is going to be a playtest of the Narset EDH deck. I have a video up explaining it before, but I want to show just how it runs. That, and it's a good test to see how I can get this new camera to work up. It has a audio and video tracking feature, which, if the camera jerks around, that's actually something the camera does on its own without me actually touching it at all. The camera's stationary, there's no one holding it, but it's a cool little feature. Still learning how to play with the little quirks of the thing. It's kind of fun. But where was I? Ah, yeah. Narset playtest. Now, just to let you guys know, I am not going to set this up to have a god hand, so there's every chance when I open the first hand, I'm going to get something bad, like 7 lands with a draw of a land. If that happens, you might as well laugh at me. That's what the comments are for. Have fun with that. Hopefully that won't be the case. This is going to be just an idea of what to expect when the deck starts up. So to start with, going to draw 7. And what do we have here? Is it Guildgate, Desperate Ritual, Azorius Guildgate, World at War, fun card, Fabricate, useful to get what you need, Evolving Wilds, and Island. Okay, a few more lands that I wanted, and nothing that's going to really ramp up because of artifacts, which is disappointing, but oh well. Still, I have enough lands that I can pretty much play this out. Let's see, white, red, and blue are pretty much taken care of. Just for the hell of it, I'll probably put the guild gates down first. Let's see, how would this work out best? Let's see. For starting hand, I'm going to assume that if this is going to be a one-on-one deck, you're going to want to go first, so I won't take the opening draw. So to start with, I'm going to drop the Izzet Guildgate. It'll come in tapped, as you can see. I hope the camera is catching this, because it would be awkward if I'm talking to a blank screen. Then, I'm going to assume my opponent's moving. I'll untap, upkeep, draw, inundate. Good card later on, but right now it's not going to help me. Second up, there's nothing I really need, so I will then drop the Azorius Guildgate. It comes in tapped. During my next turn, this is turn 3 now I'm starting, untap, upkeep, draw. Fervor. Okay, now that's going to be interesting. I want to get this out before Narset hits the field, because the haste ability is, well, haste, and Narset having haste is obviously pretty good. To start this one, though, now I have an option here. I can use Desperate Ritual to speed up into a Fabricate with 1 extra, and that's good if I have a mana rock I want to get out, but I'm going to hold that off for now. There's something I want to use it with, and I can't drop it right off the bat. So instead, I'm going to drop down the Evolving Wilds, tap it, sack it, and search for a land. Because I have all these things in my hand, I'm going to want to get the extra blue because the cost of Inundate has 3 blue in it. Right now I can do 2, and I could probably get a 3rd off the land in my hand still, but redundancies are something I'm a fan of. And I might want to use that for something else like the Tinker. Or, not Tinker, the Artifact Search spell, because Tinker's banned in EDH. For good reasons, of course. That thing is broken to start with in any format, and in EDH it breaks the game. Like a few of the other cards that have been banned flat out. But yeah. Alright. That's not a very good shuffle job, but it'll do for the moment. Next turn. Turn 4. Oh. Now this is going to speed things up, Lotus Petal. Now, this is 4 turns in. Normally I would have mulliganed if I didn't get an artifact in here to speed up the mana production, because you're not going to get this many turns if you're a Narset deck. You might get the first 2 or 3 down, because after that, someone's going to have something, and they're going to start wailing on you. You have a little time to work with, but you want to load this deck up with mana rocks. I've only drawn my first one now. Ideally, you should probably have mulliganed if you had that hand, until you had at least a few artifacts. That's personal bias, of course. Either that, or if you've loaded down your version of Narset with a lot of counterspells, that would work too, to buy you time. Alright, so for this turn, I'm going to drop the land, another island. Let's see, can I do it? Yeah, this will work. Going to drop the petal. Timing doesn't matter too much here. So what do I want to do first? Well, for 3, I'm going to want to fabricate. Search library for an artifact, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. Let's see, what do I want? Now, I don't really have a lot of things in my hand that I need to break, so I'm going to search for something that will be a very good control mechanism. Specifically, I am going to search for... Oh, that's good. Not that. Proteus Staff. This is a no-creature Narset deck. She's the only one in the deck, and technically she's not even in the deck because she's in the command zone right now. And yeah, what this does is I will put Narset at the bottom of my library, and then rearrange, essentially, my entire deck so I can draw every single card in the order I want. This will give me the perfect combination. And I'll have to recast Narset after I cast her the first time to use it on her. But I have time because I'm going to get this out this turn by doing this. I'm going to tap and sack the Lotus for red. Tap this for red. Burn it for Desperate Ritual, so I have 3 floating. I can't use the Arcane, but that doesn't matter too much right now. Those 3 into Proteus Staff. Put that onto the field. Now, this will set me back a little, Narset-wise, because I do not have any more than 4 mana right now. But this is a great card to stall because I can take someone's field and take 1 card at a time each turn and just put it into the library. Now, it can always backfire because they get advantages off it. That said, you know, they'll get something for free out of this. So there's always a chance it could backfire. But if there's something that's on the field that's really scary and it's really coming at me, if nothing else, it will be removed from attacking. Again, it doesn't work well against swarms, but early game, like right now, if someone drops their general, I can get rid of it. This will hold people up a lot just with that. The fact that it's going to do a lot more, I think, is even better. Alright, next turn. This will be turn 5. What do I draw now? Ooh, Spell Crumple. Now, ideally, I would already have had something set up. I would probably have drawn a mana. That would be nice. But, not bad. Spell Crumple will give me time. Now, I can cast Fervor now, but I'm actually going to hold off on that because if I was playing, that would reduce me down to just 1 open mana, as opposed to having the known threat of Proteus Staff and the mana to use it, which would make me less of a target in a multiplayer game. One-on-one, though, which is what I'm going to simulate this as, it won't matter, so I'm just going to hold it in my hand and wait for Spell Crumple. I'm going to hope they do something stupid, and then I will pay 2 and Spell Crumple it. And think about it this. Bottom of its owner's library. So it doesn't go to the graveyard, and I will use it again. And with Proteus Staff, I will use it again, probably much sooner. Turn 6. An island. Still a threat to use it, but after the last turn, I'm going to risk it because... Alright, tapping the Guild Gate for red, of course. Fervor. I really hope this is on camera. Turn 7. Now again, you should have mulliganed, or I should have mulliganed when I didn't get an artifact. Those speed up the deck, and without them, this could really backfire. 7 turns without a creature is not good. Proteus Staff is good. The fact that people know I have counters will be good. But that's only a multiplayer. In one-on-one, unless you get much more artifacts than I've been drawing, you're probably going to be screwed. Great Furnace. And with that, we have 6. Which means I am now going to drop in Narset. Where did I put Narset? Crap. Here she is. Okay, that didn't work out like planned, but yeah, Narset. Now she has haste. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to use Proteus Staff because mana. Do not have it. Just going to clump these right now. Swing with Narset. Take the top 4. What do we have here? Oh! Ooh. Now this is interesting. And by interesting, I mean... Oh, this is just too funny. Firemind's Insight is going to set me up for my win condition. This is going to give me another attack for the hell of it. This will make sure it's set up, but really at this point it's redundant. And Conqueror's Pledge... Ooh, I didn't realize there's a stain on that. Huh. Conqueror's Pledge is going to give me 6 1/1 White Soldier creature tokens. Yeah. Basically, I would win next turn because I'm going to set up a perfect win condition. Everyone's going to know I'm going to set up a perfect win condition, so I need to survive one turn, which is really useful because the soldier tokens are probably going to be chumping things like mad. So yeah, that's Narset. It's explosive. It doesn't always work well, and again, if I hadn't been playtesting this and just taking whatever I got, I would have definitely mulliganed until I had more mana rocks. Anything that would give me more mana much faster. Because that was a 7-turn win. Well, technically 8, but I would have also gone again, and there's always a chance something would have comboed out insanely well. Suffice to say, big word, basically more mana artifacts. They're in this deck, but I didn't draw them. Little bit of an issue. Well, that's the playtest. Just keep in mind, the style you play as is a little different between Commander as single player and Commander, or well, not single, but multiplayer, and one-on-one. One-on-one is a lot less forgiving, and multiplayer is more forgiving depending on your playgroup and how much Narset hate is out. If this is the first time you've played it, and you haven't had a playgroup that's, you know, reasonably terrified of Narset, and by reasonably I mean you should probably kill her first if you're playing against her. Her, Kalia, and Zur are pretty much the people that must die, because if you give them time, they will destroy you, almost hands down. Kalia has a little wiggle room because she brings out things, as opposed to Zur, which just is unmanageable. Oh, technically I'd also add Godo, but that guy's just broken regardless. I'm not, I don't have any special dislike of him at all. No. It's not like one of the guys in my meta group has broken him to the point where he almost always wins, and it's not even his best deck. No. I'm not bitter at all. No, seriously, Ogedo's an awesome general. I might do a deck of him soon, if I can bring myself to build a deck that's that broken. Unlike some of my other ones, which actually, I'm rambling. But yeah, that's Narset for you. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe, and I'm really hoping this is on camera. Right? Later.